All right, guys, we're back. This time we're going to do an ombre on this nail. We have the same client here. You can see the French that we just did on their other finger, and this time Peter's going to do an ombre. He's just wrapping up the prep on the nail, the filing, the cuticle pushback, and all that stuff that we saw in the last email. So he just finished doing that, and he's about to get started with the dipping. Ombre you need a brush for, so you'll see that in a minute, but that is the one thing that's different from when you do regular style dip, is you're going to need a brush to help you tap the powder out. So you'll see in a minute when Peter gets to how he's going to do it. Again, Peter's flipping the jars upside down right before he uses them. He's flipping the jars upside down. It helps puff the powder up a little bit. The powder has a tendency to settle as it sits in the jar, and it gets a little denser. So again, this is because this lady has very long nails. He's doing this first layer of clear to help keep her nails nice and strong and prevent them from breaking. It'll be a 3-layer dip for her, and he does the first one in clear. That's just kind of habit that salons get into because they have lots of clear and less powder or less colored powder. So they like to use clear for the first coat if they're doing 3 coats. It's just a kind of a cost-saving habit. If you're at home and you don't have a clear and you want to do the extra coat, you could just use a coat of whatever color you're doing. So she's got 2 fingers that are going to get ombre. The middle finger on both hands are going to get ombres here. So he's giving her the quick coat of clear. And again, he started way off the cuticle with this first one. Just like I talked about in the last video, that is to prevent a bump from forming as her nail grows out. He's gonna gradually build the nail up back towards the cuticle so it has a nice slope to it, and when she starts to grow out, instead of there being a big bump and a drop off, it'll slope back to the new growth in the nail. He's using his brush, the handle of his brush, to stir the powder up there. He likes to make sure it's nice and fluffy before he uses it. So these are the 2 brushes that he's going to use to help him sprinkle the powder on to do it ombre style. This is the next layer of pro base that he's going to do here. Again, he gets a little bit closer to the cuticle, but he's still off the cuticle in order to help us build that slope that we talked about. Now to do the ombre effect, he's going to stick the brush into the powder and get a bunch of powder on there. And he's actually tapping the powder over her finger, you'll see, so that it's sprinkling over her finger, and so he can control where it goes. So you can see he got the base of the nail very heavily, but the tip very lightly with that color. So now he's using the other brush, and he's tapping it more over the tip. This is how you fade the colors into each other. Dark at the base and light at the top, and then in the middle they sort of blend together. So he's tipping, it's because it's a glitter, he's putting the glitter and the light on top and getting an ombre. He's going to use the brush, wipe off the excess powder. When you do ombre like this, you're going to have a lot of excess powder, so be sure to wipe it off. Make sure you don't get any in your jar. There's another layer of pro base. So there, he's starting on the light side this time, tapping it on. See how he just taps very gently to get some powder to sprinkle down there. And he's covering the tip of the nail with that color. Now he's going to switch to the dark color, take that brush, and tap it over the dark part. So that's the basics of how to get the ombre. The rest of this is going to be the simple procedures to finish it like we looked at before, but I'll show it just to make sure. This is Peter's little tip for long nails of doing the extra pro base coat on top to help give it strength. For those who want to know, the two colors that he used there were 256 Obsessed and 117 Enchanted. And so that's what her ombre nail looks like. So we still have a lot of finishing to do to get it sealed and activated correctly. So now he's putting on his first coat of activator. Capping the nail. And that's what it's starting to look like. We'll just get the finish gel on and everything, but it's a pretty beautiful set of ombre there. So he's letting the activator dry right now. If you were doing a full set, obviously you'd be going from finger to finger and we wouldn't have to sit here like this. But because he's just doing one nail, Peter likes to take pictures of his, so he's getting the camera out to take a picture too. So he's back now to the filing and shaping. He's going to make sure that the edges of the nail are nice and smooth, that the top has been smoothed out, that there's no bumps. This is how you prevent any waves in the nail or bumpiness if your powder clumped up a little bit while you were putting it on, or if you had extra thickness in your pro base or anything like that.
How do you feel? You feel light, right? You feel like you don't have anything on.
He's using the buffer to finish off. This is a really fine buffer, so he's using that to finish off his job of smoothing and shaping the nail. He uses his finger there to occasionally check it, make sure it's good. Peter, do you know what grit that is that you're using for?
Really fine.
Okay, he says it's a really fine, like a 200 grit. So we're doing the activator.
This one, you can put a lot.
Oh, that one you can put a lot. Okay.
Since it's activator, we're not worried about getting close to the cuticle. The activator isn't building the nail really at all. It's just making the powder harden into a solid. And here he is. Peter's getting out his paper towel again, just like we talked about in the other video. This is his little trick for making sure that he doesn't get anything back into his finish gel bottle. He is using the paper towel to clean it. So there's the finish gel. Now he's cleaning the brush before he does. He's just showing people he's not actually going back to the nail there. He's just showing them how he cleans it. Cleaning the brush real well. We have to let it dry for a minute here. There he goes. So this is the final coat of finish shell, so he's right up on the cuticle. That's what's going to give us our slope areas, capping it off, making sure we don't get any lifting at the edge. Can I see it? And there it is. That's the finished product, looking very good. Thank you. And there's your close-up, Kelsey. Thanks so much, guys.